What up, everybody? I'm on my way to this is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Case 5, Rise from the Ashes. And now we press this. Can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? You... Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like it quiet. Seasoned enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe? Problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Let me look. I didn't actually look. So there's... Ah, there appears to be blood on the bottom of it. I'm gonna wait for that to be just blood pooled from the floor and she stepped in it, which couldn't have been if she just stabbed the victim. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction! That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a pepper fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with the evidence. Mainly... Is there blood on the bottom of it? Ho ho! What have you noticed? There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. There'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of the shoe? Well, there's not that much blood on the knife. So... he wasn't bleeding freely. But he did buy a blood loss, which was mostly probably internal. And yeah, there's no blood there on the floor. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there are no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. And where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and they found nothing of the sort. How many? Oh, it popped. Ordered! 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 Well, witness? What? Get going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the log of a footprint is a contradiction. And then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint? Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Excuse me. Think, Mr. Wright, think. They did it before that movie. Think, Mark, think! Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I do. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slept. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside and kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow! Wow! I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. Pretty sure it was an accident, still. Okay. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. The soil drum. Was it empty? Oh, that. Not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over, and the real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason, and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. What? Oh, my stomach. Hell. Excuse me. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes and tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum and erased the telltale signs. Why, that's a prospector's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself and she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong the trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... Enough. There is no need for further debate. Verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Starr is on the prosecution's side. She couldn't have been lying about the water. Excuse me. The court finds the defendant, Ms. Lana Skye. Hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing bloody footprints. Well, I let you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have somebody else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments you will be held in contempt of court. The threats don't scare the cough up, Queen. Look at this. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right, let her not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up out of the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. Bitter. This is the last piece of evidence. Alright, well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right? Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose, since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Well... First off, it's not the shoe. ordinary. This is suspicious. The problem is in this photograph. Is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Get it now? The muffler she was talking about was not... Well, it was double-phrased. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. The muffler is also a part of on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system. A pipe. I see, and I see. What's the suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? Ladder's muffler. So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does it have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much as in your testimony. What? That's your Mr. Wright handled in mine. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth on the muffler is related to this case. Well... why not call to tell that? To tell that? What am I... The phone. Miss Starr? Mister! Recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The testimony of all testimonies. Muffler! Ah! Yeah! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. She's been shot! No, really, she's been shot! Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If I leave any question unanswered here, we do have a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Phew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now. Looks like we made it! This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. You still hungry? We'll save. My throat hurts. That's why I put these off for so long. Because with any other game, I don't have to talk constantly unless I have to... It's one of those games with no voiceovers. Like this one. Kinda wish they did. I have voiceovers. They remastered it like for the third time or second time. It could have easily added voice acting, whatever. Guess I didn't want to pay for it. Fine. But I save it, I don't remember. Okay. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. The District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Our trial's always like this with you. Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called out to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn the trowel around, huh? So, only 11. Tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull with a 5, it's a temper. That's not true. Bulls are colorblind. They can't see red. They're attracted to the movement. Oh, the club them. Dead man. Apparently some people think they tie a rope around the bull's balls. No. It's just a harness. It's nowhere near his balls. So, yeah. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall! Officer Waffle! Seems I just can't catch a break with that game, Tail Concerto. When I went to the retro game store... Oh yeah, I don't think I ever mentioned this. I was in a different recording that I deleted because I remembered I was having issues, gonna have issues with the game, so I wouldn't be able to, yeah, I didn't want to deal with it. But I mentioned I was getting some games for Christmas, some old games. GoldenEye 64, GoldenEye Reloaded, Quantum of Solace, Rogue Agent, Nightfire, Perfect Dark Zero, WCW Nitro, and WCW Thunder, and what's the word? The Saboteur. But I went week before my mom ordered them for me. For Christmas. But before she ordered them for me, we went to this retro game store in town to see if they were there. I found one of the original 5 I was gonna get, or 4. That was Project Zero. Project Dark Zero. And I thought, okay, let me see if I find the Saboteur. Nope. I saw Quantum of Solace, which I thought, for a while that I wanted it, but never went for it. For some reason, I decided against it there. I don't know why. But what ended up happening? So while I was there, I was looking around. Make a correction. They did have GoldenEye from 64. I didn't see it. Like, I looked. I didn't realize that was it. I couldn't really read the label on the cartridge. But yeah, it was there. And anyway. Fuck, what was I saying? Anyways, there, but I thought, okay, let me look for other games and see if I can find them. I was hoping maybe I would find Tail Concerto. Nope. On Lukey Games, it's now almost $1,000. I hate game collectors. Fuck you guys. I know you're trying to preserve the video game history, but fuck! Stop raising the prices! Stop it! There's literally no reason to do that. You're only doing it out of greed, not out of that it's rare. Fuck you. I get it. Everybody wants this game. Okay, we're gonna raise the price. Only fewer people now are gonna be able to get it. At the current rate, you want a retro game, you're gonna have to be fucking loaded just to afford it. I don't know anybody sane who would pay like $500, $300, $500,000 for one game. That's fucking ridiculous. What's more ridiculous is the Japanese version of Tail Concerto is only like $20, $30. You might be thinking, we'll just get that. I don't have a Japanese PlayStation. It's region locked. I need a Japanese PlayStation. I don't want one. I want to be able to read what's being said. If I knew Japanese, that'd be different. Whatever. But I can't read kanji. Nor do I speak Japanese, so... Also, now I'm gonna be wondering if they have it, because I didn't look. I didn't think to till I got home, but I was also thinking about Tamba, which it was fairly cheap on there, but I don't think, well, compared. I don't think Mom would have been willing to pay $80 a piece for 1 and 2. And yes, people keep telling me, just emulate. I get it. That for a second thought I was muffled, muted. Tell me to emulate. Like, yeah, I understand that. I want to play. I want the authentic experience on the actual hardware, if possible. See, I don't fancy playing on a computer. You're probably thinking, well, you've been talking about the emulators on the Switch. Well, yeah. I'm fine with that, because a lot of the games I'd probably never find or never would have bought. Especially with Genesis. I don't own a Genesis. I don't own a regular Nintendo. But I have a Super Nintendo, and those games are kind of expensive. So I could very well have gotten some Super Nintendo games, but you know, it's good to be able to try those. Because on top of that, now there's some games on there that I do like. And most of the Nintendo 64 games on there too, I already own. So it's kind of a moot point. Sadly, I can't save state with Nintendo 64 games on there for some reason. Or, no, excuse me, I can save state, I can't rewind. Which I hate. I wish I could rewind. Oh well. Well, save states are useful, because now I don't have to... Well, with some games I don't have to, like... They don't save exactly where you are. For example, Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. You save your progress, everything you've collected so far. As for your location, you're put back to either the Temple of Time, the beginning of the dungeon, or Link's house for Ocarina of Time. Majora's Mask is beginning of dungeon or Clock Town. But And then there's Banjo-Kazooie, which I wish they would put in Tui. There's no reason they can't. Even DK64 they could do. I don't know why they don't. Yes, it's rare, but Nintendo owns the right to Donkey Kong, so. And I'm fairly certain Microsoft would be fine with them putting Tui on there too. I don't know why they didn't. The start of a Kazooie, I thought they would have had Tui too. Whatever. Maybe in the future. Who knows? But in any rate, with Kazooie, I believe you start at the beginning of Grunty's lair thing, or in Banjo's house. I don't remember. Or maybe the beginning of the area you're in. Like Click Clock Wood, you start at the entrance. I think. So yeah, it's kind of a bitch sometimes. But with save states, I can just... There, right where I left off. But with rewinding, if I make a small mistake, I can rewind it. Like say I missed a jump, rewind. I'm in the habit of doing that, but since I can't do that on... with Nintendo 64... and I'm not in the habit of making save states all the time. I do that as a hard save, more or less. And yeah, I don't know why they couldn't figure that out. Other Nintendo 64 emulators, I believe you can rewind. Maybe. Maybe. I can do it with PlayStation 1 games, so what the fuck? Like, I think you've seen me accidentally do it in well, do it a few times in Toy Story 2. Why am I rambling on here like this? Sorry, doesn't seem like I'm rambling if I'm playing another game that I don't have to keep reading the dialogue. Just bear with me. But yeah, I understand that simulator, but there's no other way I would be able to play those games anyway. So at this point I am giving up on being able to play some games on the actual hardware. Because there's just no way I'm going to be able to get them because they cost way too fucking much. $1,000 fucking dollars. What the fuck? No, most of the money they give you is like 50. For a PS1 game, 50. No more, no less. Because I think back in the day they're like 30, maybe 40. I don't know. I don't remember. I never really rented PlayStation 1 games. I don't think I knew that the PlayStation 2 could play them. That and the PS2 was out in the living room. It was on my parents' TV, so I couldn't really play it that often anyway. So when I was a kid, mostly played Nintendo 64 or Super Nintendo. And then later when I got a GameCube. God, I remember that time I stayed in my room for like 2 days in a row when I was a kid. I usually came downstairs to the playroom. I'm not sure why I did that. That was weird. I came down, he had food, went back up. Yeah, that was weird. I only did that the one time. Trying to think. Did I stay up there when I was 12, or did I just come down to the TV room? I don't remember. So long ago. 2006 was the last year I was in that house. Or was that 2000? Yeah, no, 6. Because I started 7th grade later that year. Yeah. Damn, that feels so long ago, but it feels like yesterday. Like, I can see myself walking home from school. Wow, where did that time go? Time just went so fast. I remember just moving in. Shit. Anyway, where was it going? Oh yeah. People have that emulator thing. Yeah, I've given up. There's some games I'm just not going to be able to play on actual hardware. So I guess at some point I'll just have to emulate them. Sucks, but... At least I may be able to record them at that point, whenever that happens. And, of course, when that happens, that would most likely be with my boyfriend, whenever I move in with him. And we can be together. No, that's not going to be anytime soon, just saying. Whenever the hell he's able to afford a house or whatever. Something. I'll have a co-commentator, yay, and then yay. And maybe somebody to play with too. But that's not anytime soon anyway. Just me. Tried getting Raph, but he doesn't want to be recorded. Whatever. I don't know why I ramble like that. That I have to talk, you know, play other games I usually ramble like that, but then I'm actually doing something in the meantime. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trials go. Looks like I'm late. I really want to play Tomba. My only hope is if they had Tomba 1 and 2 and Tail Concerto to the PlayStation Classics thing. Not much of a chance, but I'm hoping. Who knows? Maybe. They've got the home range locked down tighter than a Ford in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? Oh, that hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Haven't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just bleed all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth's seen it too, I reckon. What did that mean? and a photograph taken at the crime scene. She wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Ms. Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, Pilgrim, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs, ooh-wee! February 23rd, 12:30. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct... I wasn't looking. Sorry, I looked away for a second because I thought I saw... I thought I saw a notification pop up. This is unacceptable. Seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock, knock. Who's there? That's with this guy. Strange stuff he are seems to be filling this courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Excuse me. Chew. Oh, sorry, I'm late, Udgy. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, Udgy? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy schmizzy, Udgy. My boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Udgy seemed to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Excuse me. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about a little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little Worthy? Mr. Wright. You don't know the district police chief? The district chief of police? Chief of police? He's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Could have fooled me. Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. I was gonna say before, why? Never mind. I'm all flustered. Not flustered. Scrambled. Like egg. So, what do we owe this honor to? It's been over 2 years since you last came into this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fella. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed in an exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds as you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What, are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. God. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade, the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, so I think all you had to do is push that switch end. If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. I can do it myself! Hey. Ah! Don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And the stark red stain. Blood? Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Terribly sorry, but can I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. What a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess! The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's such information, RG. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order! Anyway, we were at the department. We're all flustered, as you might assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department in disorder. Piss. Well, I am running out of time. So, I'll cut this episode here. Till the next one, I'm Zombie Weasel, stay zombie, and I am out.